Hey guys, I'm Ayesel and welcome back to another video. Today I'm taking a look at a very special mod and one of my favorite mods of all time, and that is the Twilight Forest mod. Now, this mod is too big a mod really to put into one video, so I'm actually going to put this into two videos. If you've heard of Twilight Forest, then you will know that there is a boss progression system. But the world is so fantastic and so big that I just want to take the first video to go through, why would you want to get into the Twilight Forest and what's so great about it? How do you get into the Twilight Forest? How do you make the portal? And what's so great about the Twilight Forest? Well, for starters, you need to make a little 4x4. And then you need to put in some water in the corners. And so you have an infinity pool. And then you need to surround it with some flowers. Like so. They need to be normal vanilla Minecraft flowers. And when you've that done, you then just chuck in a diamond. A little bit of an explosion, a little bit of lightning, and as you can see, then we have a portal to the Twilight Forest. You then just need to jump in. And then you arrive in the Twilight Forest. Just like so. Now when you get here, you are going to need a sapling, so get a sapling from any of the trees. There should be some just lying on the ground, or else you can just knock down a tree and create a sapling there, because you are going to want the little book for the Twilight Forest, and that can only be made with a sapling of the Twilight Forest. You will need a book, some ink, a sapling from the Twilight Forest, and also a feather. And with that, you get the Traveler's Logbook. This logbook is very handy for when you're progressing through the Twilight Forest. One of the first things I would suggest is you actually creating a base here, because this world can be quite tricky. Pretty much everything that's in the Twilight Forest is in the overworld, with a few exceptions, and you can see some of those already in the background. And I have a nice little place set up to go through what are some of the great things about the Twilight Forest. So guys, follow me. And here we are. I've created a little place over here just to go through some of the things. And as you can see, there's a lot going on here already. The first thing is, and this is my most favorite thing of anything in any mod ever, and that is the Tree of Transformation, purely because of its effect. And just these little symbols that drop from the tree, and the music that plays, little twinkling music that plays, is pretty awesome. And also the color it changes on the ground as well. It's such a cool thing. It reminds me of something from Lord of the Rings. And yeah, little birdie here, as you can see, there's a few different creatures. There's actually a lot of different creatures, hostile and friendly. I've got the friendly ones here. We've got some bighorn sheep here right behind me in the pen. You've also got some deer. What are these? These are little rabbits. Oh, and there's a crow in there as well. That crow has not moved from there. Some of the cutest little squirrels also. Mojang, you need to add squirrels into Minecraft for sure. But if you don't, you need to download the Twilight Forest mod, because it's got squirrels and they're so goddamn cute. We also have some boar over here, some penguins, and those are some of the creatures that are available. There's a lot more creatures, and there's a lot more hostile creatures. There's a lot of hostile creatures, which I'm not going to go through in this video. I want to go through some of the trees that we have going on here, because there's a lot of cool trees, not just the Tree of Transformation. This is a mangrove tree. The roots come out, as you can see, and it has these vines that hang down from it. We have the Tree of Transformation, obviously. We have the rainbow oak leaves here, and this forest here is full of rainbow oak trees. We've got these huge canopy trees. We have a darkwood tree, which is from the darkwood forest, which is a boss area. This tree here is called a time tree, and it has a little switch here. And I could be wrong, but I think this is a tick accelerating tree. At least it used to be, as far as I know, and I think that may have been disabled because it may have had caused issues on servers. Cool. If I'm wrong, please let me know in the comments, but I thought that that's what that was. The miner tree creates ore and brings ore to the surface, or just creates blocks of ore. Then one of the most impressive trees in all of Minecraft is these giant Sequoia trees, and these will grow sporadically in the world. To get some of these trees, like the Tree of Transformation, then you will need to find a special dungeon inside here. Can I find one? Do we have one? There might be one here. There is one over here. I can tell because of this bit of wood sticking out here. So this is a trapped room. There will be a spawner here with a spider in here, and there will also be a chest. And in that chest, that's the only place that you can find a sapling for the likes of the Tree of Transformation. Okay, and let's get rid of that. What trees have we? We've got a robust Twilight, robust tree here. We've also got a canopy tree. So not bad. So this is the robust Twilight oak sapling, and let's create this. This is going to be massive. There we go. As you can see, we also have these cicadas on here, which are quite noisy. They're also really great for trolling someone on a server. Also, as you can see, there are fireflies that naturally spawn on these as well. And here are just some examples of the armor that you can get from the Twilight Forest, such as this ironwood set, which is pretty cool. And there's also this cool scepter. There's actually about 4 different scepters in this mod. This is the Scepter of Life Draining. I don't know if this will work on passive mobs. Let's see. Yes, it did. There's also this set, which is the fiery set. There's the fiery sword that when you hit something, it catches fire too. And yeah, we just killed both of them now. Then we have this scepter, which is the Scepter of Fortification. And as you can see, it creates a shield around you. One of my favorite armors, though, is the Yeti armor. For one, it's not bad armor at all, but it looks so cool. Over here, I do have the bosses, but I'm going to talk about them at another stage when we're actually going to do the video on how to defeat the bosses. This is the progression system if you want to skip through that, but I will be making a video on how to defeat the bosses and how to progress. The giant sword. Yeah, it still works as just for 1 block. Now, armor and weapons are not the only thing. There are some other really cool things also, like these 4 items behind me. And these are just a sample of some of the things that you can get. For example, you've got this ore magnet, which will actually bring ores to the surface by right-clicking. There is this crumble horn, which is great for actually steering away grass. There is a peacock feather fan, which is also pretty cool. So that's pretty cool. It does help you to get around. And then there's also these hearts, the Charm of Life. And this can be upgraded to a Charm of Life 2, which is a yellow one with 4 of these hearts. And these are pretty much the same as a Totem of Undying. I do want to show you some of the biomes before we finish up this video, because the biomes in this mod are phenomenal, and some of these encompass some of the major boss areas also. So follow me, guys. One of the first places you're going to want to go is the Naga, which is to kill the Naga boss. And once you've beaten the Naga boss, you then want to go to the Lich Tower, and that will be your second boss that you will need to take on, the Twilight Lich. After that, you're going to want to head to the swampland to take on the Minishroom. And after the Minishroom is then the Hydra, which is also in the swamp. This is in the fire swamp, though. You will then need to go to the Dark Forest, which is a totally encompassing forest. I'm in the middle of it here. As you can see, it is totally covered by trees. And then you will need to take on the Urgast, one of the toughest boss mobs in the Twilight Forest. And as you can see, he does a lot of destruction. He is a huge, angry ghast called the Urgast, and there's a special way to kill him, and it's not by just hitting him with a bow and an arrow. There's a special way, and you'll definitely need to watch the video to see how you beat the Urgast. And this is the Alpha Yeti cave. I'm not going to go in here because this place will be littered with mobs, and I've got no armor on, so I'm not risking there. But I can see the spawner in there for the Alpha Yeti. This is not an Alpha Yeti. This is its baby version. After that, you will then need to go to the Snow Queen's castle. After you've defeated the Snow Queen, you will then need to travel to the Troll Cave, and you will need to enter a special area there, which I'm not going to talk about because, again, that's in the next video. You are then in one of the most spectacular final boss arenas ever. Isn't that so cool? So that is the Twilight Forest mod, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. This is an entry video into this mod. It is absolutely gorgeous. This mod is one of the best mods ever made for Minecraft, and I hope you find something as well that you will like in this mod. So I hope you enjoyed this video, guys, and thank you so much for watching. I am Ayesel. This is the Twilight Forest mod, and I'll see you in the next video, which will be the boss progression for the Twilight Forest. Thank you, guys. See you soon. Bye.